Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, let me wish you all a happy Independence Day. Hope you are having a great day, right? Thank you. So let's move on to today's video. So today's video is about how to create spin button chart, control spin button chart. So if you remember in my last video, I showed you how to create dynamic drop-down charts. So dynamic drop-down charts is something like first we created a drop-down like this, and then we created a chart which changes where the values get changed dynamically with the help of this drop-down. In the same way, today we will be looking at control spin button chart, which is also similar to the dynamic drop-down chart, but here we will be using a control spin button. So here it will and if using just by clicking on this spin button, the values in the chart will get changed dynamically. So we will see how we can create this kind of template now. So to create this kind of control spin button chart, uh, we need to follow few of the line items. So the line items are basically, first we need to enable the developer tab in Excel, and I will show you how to create the control spin button. And also we need to link cells with the chart. And if you observe this chart here, and if I click on this button here, you can see the chart title is automatically getting changed, right? So how we can actually do that? So we will also look at that. Look how we can actually change the chart titles dynamically. And again, as we used index match formula in this dynamic drop-down chart, so in this control spin button chart also we will be using index match formula along with and formula, right? So we will be using two formulas in this for creating this control spin button chart, right? So let us create this kind of control spin button chart with a new example. So here I have taken product sales examples data, but I will show you, I will give you one more new example where we will be creating the entire process from scratch. So in this example, I have taken uh, uh, the total number of students who have enrolled for this courses over the past 10 years from 2012 to 22. How many students have actually enrolled to this courses is the data here, right? So using this data, we will be creating the control spin button chart, right? So the what is the first step here? So first we need to enable the developer tab. So as you can see, I already enabled the developer tab, but for you to show, what you can do is go to the file option, click on more, select options. Once you select once you are in the options pop-up, go to customize ribbons. In the customize ribbons, on the right hand side, you will find this drop down here. In this drop down, if you scroll little bit, you will find the developer option here. You need to check this developer option. After checking this, so you need to check this developer option. After checking this, click on OK. Right. So once you click on OK, you will find the developer tab here, right? So later in this video, we will see why we have enabled this tab, right? Now, so to create the control spin button, first we need to use the uh, main use the values here. So same whatever we did in the dynamic drop-down chart. Uh, so instead of using the main data, we created a subset of this main data, right? So in the same way for the control spin button chart also, we will be creating a subset of this main data, right? So to create a subset of this main data, we will directly replicate this entire values here. So the first thing we need to do is equal to course enrollment will be the first option here, and the second will be our uh, course data, course values. So I've selected this one. Then I drag it till down. Right now, let me align this properly. Right now, once again, we now let us link our year here. So 2012, and let us insert a background here. So I am inserting this background for the year button, and now after this we need to write our index match formula for the entire array here, entire data range, right? So to write index, why we will be writing index match formula? To get our values here. So for 2012 we need to get the values here dynamically, right? So to get the values here we need to write index match formula, right? So let us write index match formula. So equal to index, open the bracket. So the array here will be the entire data range. So this is called the entire array here. So right now hit comma. Now we need to enter row number and column number, right? So to enter row number and column number, we will be writing the match formula. So this is index. Now we are writing the match formula. So here, what is the lookup value here? So the lookup value will be this one, the advanced Excel option here, right? So let me make it a bit right. Now let me write the index match formula. So the array will be the entire range of data here, and comma the match formula. So the lookup value here will be the advanced Excel option, and the lookup array will be, so where is advanced Excel in this table here? It is in the rows, right? It is in the rows data, right? So that is why we need to select this entire column here. Now next is match type, which is exact, right? Now after that we need to select our column numbers. So once again we need to write match. Again, the lookup value here will be the year value, whatever the columns we have, that we need to select here. So I am selecting lookup value as 2012, and the lookup array will be this row here, right? The top row. Wherever I have my year details, that will be my lookup array, and the match type will be exact match, right? So in the row number, we selected our course details, and in the column number, we selected our year details, right? So that is only the difference here. And close the bracket once again and hit enter. Now, if you see, we got the exact value here. So advanced Excel, the number of students enrolled for advanced Excel course is 86, right? So you can see 86. Now, if I change this year to something like 2020, then you can see the number has also got changed to 583. You can see both the numbers are matching perfectly, right? So that is how you can use index match formula. Now, if you want to apply the index match formula to rest of the other cells here, instead of writing index match formula every time manually, what you can actually do is you can simply use the constant or log the cell, so that your values won't get changed, or the values won't get disturbed here. If you simply drag this cell till here, sometimes the values get get disturbed. So Excel will not include this value, and it will include the empty cell value here, right? So that is the reason we should not simply drag this cell till here. Instead, what you can do is you can make few cells, few values constant, so those values won't get disturbed, right? and we will be getting unique values for each of these course details. So to make this cells range data range constant, as I discussed in the previous example also in the drop down, we should be using constant values. Constant is nothing but locking a particular data range. So to lock a particular data range, we will be using dollar symbol here, right? So we need to use dollar symbol before every number here, right? So you can see how I'm using the dollar symbol. So I'm using the constant, I'm locking this entire data range because this will be constant throughout the formulas and throughout the remaining other cells. There won't be any change, right? So that is why I'm locking this entire data range. Now in the same way, if you look at B11, B11 is nothing but this course values here, advanced Excel, technical Excel. I won't lock this B11 because these values get changed, right? So if you shift to another cell, these values need to be changed, right? So that is why we should not lock this B11 cell. Now the lookup array will be this one, right? So here also the values should remain constant. They should not get changed. So that is why we log this cells here, right? So you need to apply dollar sign here. So in the same way, C10, which is our year data. So year will get changed, right? It won't remain constant all the time. It will be changing, right? So that is why we won't log this cell as well. Now again this will be logged, this will be constant, right? So so now we have applied our constant to all the values here. Now after applying the constant, locking all the cell ranges, you can click enter, and now you can simply drag this. uh, so what went wrong here is we actually did not lock this cell here. Sorry. So what we did was we did not actually lock this cell. So we need to lock this cell and we should not lock this cell. So that was the error there. So now we got our values here. So if you observe here, technical analysis, total 736 students have enrolled in the year 2020. So you can see the number is matching here. So 595 for options trading, and you can see 595, 912, 613. Now if I change this year to 2013, so all my values will also get changed, right? So you can see here all my values also got changed, right? So now we made this values dynamic using index match formula, right? So this is our second step, right? So now the third step is to make this button make this a dynamic button, right? We need to use a control spin button here, right? To use control spin button, first you need to go to developer tab. After going to developer tab, click on the insert option here where you will find the suitcase option, suitcase icon. You click on that, you will find many controls here. In that, you need to select this one, this spin control, spin button control. So if you click on it, then you can draw the spin button control here. You can drag it anywhere you want. So I dragged it here and I got the spin button control button here, right? Now if I click on it, no values will get changed because this is not linked with any of this cells here, cell values here, right? So to link this spin button with this year data, what you need to do is right click on it. If you left click on this button, only the upper and downwards arrows will get movement. But if you right click on it, then you will find this options here, right? So after right clicking on it, we need to go to format control option. Why we are doing this step? Because now we want to link this control spin button with this year cell here, right? So whenever I change my year values, whenever I click on this, the year values should get changed here, and the values also should get dynamically changed here, right? So that is the reason now we are formatting this spin control button with this. We are linking this spin button with this year cell here, right? So to do that, first right click on that spin button, then go to format control, and in the format control we will have a few options like current value, minimum value, maximum value. So the current value is nothing but the year value. So from 2012 to 2022. So the current value is 2013. So this is our current value, right? So 2013, and the minimum value is will be 2012 because this is our minimum value. We don't have 2011 or 2010. This is our minimum value here. So we need to enter 2012, and the maximum value here will be 2022 because this is our maximum value. We can't go beyond 2022, 2023 or 24. This is our maximum, right? So we need to enter that. And the incremental change value is if I as a default Excel will give it 1 because if I increase it by 2, then here I will get if I click on this spin button, the value will be increased by plus 2. Now it is 2013, right? Now if I click on this button, it will go to 2015, right? So that is how why this option is useful here. But default will be 1 only, right now. If you now here we need to cell link. So using this we need to link our cell here, right? So click on this and select this cell value here, year value here, right? And click enter. Now after clicking it, you can either select or deselect this option, 3D shading, it's up to you. Now after all these changes, updates have been done, you can click on OK. Now if I click this buttons here, you can see the values are getting dynamically changed here, right? So you can see if I go up, the year value is also going up, and the values are also getting automatically changed here as per the year here, right? So you can see there the values are getting dynamically changed. Now if I go down, the values are also going down as per the data range here. So you can't go beyond 2012 and you can't go above 2022, right? So that is what we mentioned in the format control pop-up, right? So the minimum value was 2012 and the maximum value is 2022, right? So now we successfully created this control spin button chart. Now the next step is to create a column chart, right? So the next step will be to create a column chart for this data here, right? To create a column chart, first we need to select the data range here. So this is whatever we are creating here is a subset of this mean data here, right? So we are not working on this data. We are creating a subset of this mean data, and we are completely working on this data here, right? Now let us insert a column chart. So I've inserted a column chart now. Now if I click on this, the chart is also changing. So the chart values are also changing. The bars are also changing. So you can observe here the chart values are also getting changed. But if you notice, the chart title is not getting changed, right? It is default as chart title. The chart title should also get changed, right? But it is not changing here. So in order to make the chart title dynamic, what you can do is here we need to use the AND formula. As I said in the here we need to use AND formula to make this chart title also dynamic, right? So let us write the formula, which is equal to, so what should be the chart name? So this data is about students who have enrolled to this courses, right? So what we can write is student enrollments per year, and where we need to link this data, we need to link here, right? So once we link here, you can click on enter. Now what I did here, I uh, uh, inserted a AND formula here. So first what I did was I started the formula with equal to, then written the semicolons. In the semicolons, I made this text as constant here. This will be fixed here, right? Student enrollment for year so and so year. So what did I do next year? Using the AND symbol, I linked this cell with this cell. So I linked this cell with this cell here, right? Now after that you need to click on enter. Now what we need to do is we need to link this one with this chart here, this chart title here, right? Now what we did was we linked this one with our this cell here, right? Now the next step is to link this value with this chart title. To do that, what you need to do is click on chart title, click on this chart title here. So you should not click on inside the chart title. You need to stay above, so stay outside of the chart title only. After that, what you need to do is you need to uh, so click on this the chart title and go to the formula bar here. So observe carefully. So we need to first, what we are doing here, we are linking this uh, cell value with this chart title, right? So to do that, click on this chart title. You should be outside of the chart title, not inside. So once you select this chart title, in the formula bar, write equal to, and then select this cell here and then click enter. Now you can see we got our chart title here. Whatever we wrote the chart title in this cell, we got it here, right? Now you can see if I click on this control spin button, observe the value here, observe the chart title here, and also observe this chart here, and also observe the values here, right? So you can see the chart title has dynamically changed to 2022 because we linked this with this cell and this we linked with our chart title, right? So now you can see the chart title is getting changed, the chart values are getting changed, the bars are getting changed, and the values here also are getting changed. And because we linked this one with our spin button and we linked this cell value with this year button, and again we linked this cell value with our chart title, right? So after linking everything, now we successfully created our control spin button chart, right? So now to make it more professional, so to make it more professional, what you can do is you can simply hide this data in the backend. So to do that, simply drag this uh, uh, column chart here, and you can also move this control spin button to here. So what you can also do is you can actually group this both column chart and control spin button. To group both this uh, uh, selections here to group this both items here. What you can do is first we need to right click on it. Let us move it here and press shift and select this chart here. After selecting both the items here, uh, what you can do is right click and then go to the group section. After the group section, click on group. Now both these elements are grouped now. Now what you need to, if you want to drag it somewhere else, what you need to do is you need to click on this and then drag it this way, right? Don't drag it individually. If you drag it like this, suppose if you drag it like this, then both will become separate. So whenever you're dragging, make sure you're clicking on this border, right? So after selecting the border, then drag this uh, group chart, right? Now we grouped both these elements, right? Now you can simply use this control spin button to change the values, whatever values you want, whatever the data you want to uh, 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 measure, you can actually do it using this control spin button, right? So this is how we can create control spin button chart using index match formula and also AND formula. And I hope you understood the entire method of creating control spin button chart. So if you did not understand anywhere, then please put your comments in the comment section. I will answer them. So the process is very easy and simple. If you follow these methods, then you will definitely able to create this control spin button chart. So basically, first you need to enable the developer tab here. After enabling the developer tab, to insert this control spin button in the developer tab only, you will find this insert icon where you can actually insert this control spin button. And next you need to link the cell values. So whatever the subset we created here, we need to link all this cell values with our control spin button, and we need to create and we need to write index match formula to make the formulas dynamic. And so whenever we are changing here, the value should get dynamically changed. And to change the chart title dynamically, we need to write and formula here, right? So this is how you can create control spin button chart. I hope you understood the process of doing this. So, if you find the video to be informative and helpful for you, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and so that I can make much more interesting videos on Excel. Thank you.